Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, everybody? This is Joseph Conlon here with your Survivor Series review on Sunday night, November 22nd, 2020. Oh man, Survivor Series 2020. It had its ups, and it definitely had its downs. But at the end of the night, at the end of this show, I am giving Survivor Series a thumbs up show. Very good show tonight by the WWE, man. Very good show tonight. I can appreciate a good pay-per-view by the WWE. It didn't really mean much going into it at all. And it still doesn't mean much going out after the show. The only things that really mattered on the show was Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre and the farewell of The Undertaker, which I'll get to at the end. And then we had some good in-ring action in the ring tonight as well, which we will talk about. We got a lot to talk about tonight here on the channel, so I thank each and every single one of you for joining me here on my Survivor Series review. I'm going to try to make it a quick one, no longer than 25 minutes hopefully. So if you guys have not already, make sure you hit the bell for notifications, subscribe, and yeah, man, let's just get started with the review right away. We're not even going to talk about the pre-show. We're going to skip the pre-show, and we're going to go right to the main card, which started off with the men's 5-on-5 Survivor Series match with Team Raw having AJ Styles, Keith Lee, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Matt Riddle against SmackDown's Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, Baron Corbin, Seth Rollins, and who's the other member? Otis. It was Otis. So this match started off the show, which I was surprised by. I was really surprised that they started this match, but I mean, listen, the match was fine. The match was totally fine for what it was, but clean sweeps are just so boring. I didn't like the fact that this match was a clean sweep. Raw clean sweeped SmackDown in this in the 5-on-5 for the men's with Rollins. Actually, I thought this was the best part of the match. Rollins forced himself into the match. He tagged himself into the match. He stood there and he got on his knees. He put his arms out and he said, "I am sacrificing myself for the greater good." And then Sheamus just bro kicks Rollins right in the face. And that was absolutely priceless. That was absolutely priceless. Rollins just sitting there and letting Sheamus bro kick him right in the face. So that's how Rollins gets eliminated. Then we get eliminations where KO is stunning everybody. He's giving around stunners. And then AJ Styles hits a phenomenal forearm on Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens is eliminated after that. Then Baron Corbin hits the end of days on AJ Styles. I honestly thought that was it. Matt Riddle rolled up Baron Corbin. So SmackDown is at a 2-5 disadvantage. Then he had a stare-off, which nobody was interested in, between Braun Strowman and Otis. A stare down that I did not care to see at all between these two. And these guys were tackling each other the whole time. Shoulder tackle. Then Otis missed a shoulder tackle at the turnbuckle. Braun hit a running power slam. And it's now Team Raw against Jey Uso. And then I actually thought that Jey Uso was going to come back from 5-1. But Jey Uso lost. Yes, Jey Uso lost for his team. After he was going up for the top rope splash on Matt Riddle, Keith Lee caught him in midair, hit him with a huge spirit bomb, and Team Raw clean sweeped Team SmackDown to win their Survivor Series match. Something I didn't expect, but man, I'm not a fan of clean sweeps in traditional 5-on-5 matches, so I found it a little boring, but the in-ring action in this match, I mean, the match was fine for what it was. Would I have started the show off with this? Not really, but I mean, for what it was fine. So, we're moving on to the New Day versus the Street Profits, who the Street Profits cut a cool promo backstage before the match. They were wearing SmackDown blue colors, and the New Day were dressed up in their new video game attire. I don't remember what game they're in. I'm not sure what it was. I'll have to go back and look it up. But they came out in their attire they were wearing in their video game. But, man, was this match good. I had a great feeling this was going to be a very good match. And it was more than very good, man. It was a great tag team match. But unfortunately, because of the other two things that happened later on in the night, this match is completely going to be forgotten about. But man, this was a great tag team match. In my opinion, WWE's best tag team match of 2020. Very good back and forth match. High flying. It slowed down in the beginning, and it got so much better at the end. The Street Profits, Montez Ford, kicked out of the Midnight Hour from the New Day, and then Montez Ford went up for his beautiful frog splash, which is the best frog splash in professional wrestling. And then Kofi kicked out of that. Then Angelo Dawkins, he blindsided a tagged himself, held up Woods. Montez Ford got on the top rope with a huge blockbuster to Xavier Woods, and the Street Profits defeated the New Day. It was the 100% the correct result right there. Both teams hugged it out and shook hands after the match. This was a great tag team match. The best tag team match of 2020 in the WWE. I'm not saying in the world, because there's so many better tag team matches. But this was a great tag team match. And I said this back on Monday, if you guys remember. I said this back on Monday, where the New Day and the Hurt Business had a great Raw Tag Team Championship match. And WWE needs to build their momentum on letting these tag teams go out there and do what they can do. And they did that on Monday. And now they did that tonight. So now we're building something up here. You got to continue that. This is the start. I'm not saying it's going to be completed. Hopefully it's completed. But this is the start of where we need to get with tag team wrestling in the WWE. Because we're getting tag team matches like this on AEW every single week. If WWE would give us tag team matches like we got tonight every single week, you know, I'm not saying they would be better in tag team wrestling than AEW, but they would improve a little bit, is what I'm trying to say. So this match was great. The Street Profits won, and we then got to Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. This was the United States Champion versus the Intercontinental Champion, which was undoubtedly the worst match of the night. This was not good at all. This was very comedy with Sami Zayn. He was made to look like a joke. He tripped on MVP's leg. MVP threw him back in the ring. And Bobby Lashley put the Hurt Lock back on him. And Bobby Lashley tapped him out. And WWE right now is just treating Sami Zayn and the Intercontinental Championship like a complete joke. And I don't really like that at all. And by the way they've been treating Sami Zayn, I could tell when something is going to happen. And I could tell that championship is coming off of Sami Zayn very soon. So we'll see what happens there. This was by far the worst match of the night. Not a good match at all. So we moved on from that to Asuka versus Sasha Banks, the Raw Women's Champion versus the SmackDown Women's Champion. And they've had a plethora of matches back in the summer. Tonight, they put on a very good match, but it was not their best match overall. I thought their best match was back at SummerSlam when Asuka started her reign as the Raw Women's Champion. But this match was very good. Asuka and Sasha Banks, you have them two in the same ring together. You're automatically going to get a very good match out of these two. That's exactly what they got. You had phenomenal chemistry between both Asuka and Banks. Banks pulled it up. The last 4 minutes of this match with the plethora of roll-ups was very good. You had them going back and forth on roll-ups. Then Sasha eventually got Asuka with a roll-up, and she won the match. Sasha Banks, the SmackDown Women's Champion, won the match for her brand. It was very good. It was the right decision, and Asuka is going to lose nothing from this at all. So Sasha won in a very good match against Asuka. Then we got the women's 5-on-5 match between Team Raw and Team SmackDown. Alright, let's just talk about the good first. Let's just talk about the good. The match was fine. The match was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I had very, very low expectations going into this match. But the match was very good. Bayley was the first one eliminated. I did not expect that to happen at all. She was eliminated by Peyton Royce. And Peyton Royce pinned Bayley clean in the ring. I did not expect that at all. But you know what? Good for Peyton Royce. Good for Peyton Royce. Hopefully that starts something that she can get a little bit of a push on Monday night. And then she got tapped out by Natalya. Then you got Lana standing on the ring, and she tags herself into the match. And Nia Jax immediately tags out, and she says, "Stand on the steps. You better stand on the steps." And Lana looks like she's going to be in tears. So she stands on the steps. She doesn't get in this match. She's there the entire time. Let's continue. Then, I went to Peyton Royce taps out. Peyton Royce tapped out by Natalya. Then I believe Lacey Evans eliminated Natalya with a woman's right. Then Bianca eliminated Lacey Evans. So then we got Ruby, Bianca, and Liv against Lana, Shayna, and Natalya. Lana, Shayna, and Nia. Lana is standing on the steel steps still, okay? Ruby gets eliminated by Nia Jax. She gets eliminated by Shayna Baszler. I'm sorry. She passed out. She got to the rope. She passed out. She rolled over, though, and she still passed out. But Shayna pinned her. I don't know what happened there. But Ruby got eliminated by Shayna. Liv Morgan got eliminated by Nia Jax. Then you had Bianca Belair against Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, basically. You could have made a star out of Bianca Belair in this situation by having her beat both Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. May I tell you, Lana is still on the steps. So, Shayna has to careful to clutch in on Bianca. She's got it in for a couple seconds. Bianca gets to the rope. The referee counts to 5 and disqualifies Shayna from the match. And Shayna's arguing with the referee, and Shayna looks like a dumb idiot for arguing at the referee. Because how do you not know that if you don't stop the rope break at 5, then you're disqualified from the match? So she looked very stupid right there. Then Bianca got dragged out by Nia Jax. Nia Jax was about to put her through the announce table. Bianca missed, and she tossed Nia over the steel steps. Then they're brawling, and Bianca and Nia take each other out. Sorry. Bianca and Nia take each other out over the barricade. The referee counts to 10. The referee says both Bianca Belair and Nia Jax have been counted out. Your winner and sole survivor, Lana. Lana is the sole survivor. Did I expect this to happen? Yes, I did. I saw this coming from a mile away. I knew this was going somewhere. But my God, are you kidding me? The way they did it was horrible. Absolutely unacceptable. That is unacceptable. She stood on the steps, did nothing. She won the match. She's the sole survivor, and she acted like she just won the Royal Rumble match, or she just won the Super Bowl. She's acting like she achieved something, and she did nothing. This was pathetic. This ruined the match for me. This ending was terrible. They chose a terrible comedy finish over building up a new star. They chose to go with the worst version out of the best version. If Bianca was the sole survivor, okay, and say Lana gets eliminated early in the match, if Bianca was the sole survivor and she survived Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, you're just starting her momentum for her inevitable SmackDown Women's Championship match against Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. But no, you squashed that. You killed that for Lana. And I ask why. I ask why. Are you building up Lana for a Raw Women's Championship match at WrestleMania? Hell no. Hell no. So I don't get this at all. Did I know this was coming? You're damn right I did. But God, I hate it. I hate it. You chose Lana over Bianca Belair. Shame on you. Shame on you, WWE. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Let's get into something good here, man. This was fantastic. These guys put on a classic. These guys put on a classic tonight. Did Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. A classic match. Hard-hitting. I expected this match to be very hard-hitting. This is the only match I cared about going into the show. Did it live up to its expectations? It exceeded over its expectations. I can't even talk tonight. This match went over the expectations. This was fantastic. Match of the year. I'm not saying this was a match of the year for all of professional wrestling, but for WWE, and this includes NXT as well, okay? This includes NXT. For WWE, this was their match of the year. You got that, Orton and Edge, Cole and Ciampa, O'Reilly and Balor, Roman and Jay from Hell in a Cell, Sasha and Bayley. This was excellent. The in-ring was really good. The story was awesome. The story was awesome with Roman Reigns. And he's just on another point, man. He is just on another level right now with this heel run. This heel run was the best decision WWE has made in years. And it's certainly looking like that way right now. Drew fought, and he fought, and he fought the entire match. He even hit Roman with a Claymore, and Roman kicked out. He hit Roman with the Claymore, but Roman pushed the ref, and he couldn't cover Roman because the referee was knocked out. Then Roman put McIntyre back in the guillotine. Another official came rushing down, and McIntyre passed out. The in-ring action was really good. The story was excellent. Drew McIntyre did not tap out. Drew McIntyre did not get pinned. Drew McIntyre passed out. They protected Drew McIntyre. Honest to God, guys, I thought going into this Roman Reigns was going to hit one spear and pin Drew McIntyre. Thank God that didn't happen. He passed out. They protected the WWE champion. Kudos to you, WWE. Kudos to you. Whoever put this match together should get a raise tonight. Whoever put this match between Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre together deserves a raise. And this isn't about Survivor Series, Raw versus SmackDown. This is about the character of Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. And I'm sure I'm definitely going to watch this match back for when I'm doing my Match of the Year candidate matches selections next month in December here on the channel. So this was by far the best thing on the show. 100% a Match of the Year candidate in my opinion. Not in pro wrestling. I'm still giving that top spot to the Young Bucks, Kenny and Hangman. But for WWE, for WWE's best match of the year, you can 100% make an argument for this match. And then finally, a lot of people forgot on social media. A lot of people forgot. We had The Undertaker's final farewell. A true icon. A legend. One of the greatest of all time. Not just in pro wrestling, but in sports. In sports. You had the Mount Rushmore of sports. Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, LeBron James, The Undertaker. There you go. That's my Mount Rushmore. Sports. LeBron, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, The Undertaker. And Ric Flair, of course. So let's talk about this thing, shall we? We had a couple legends out there. I'm not going to name all of them because I just couldn't remember all of them. Shane McMahon, Big Show, Savio Vega, Booker T was out there, Triple H was out there, Shawn Michaels was out there, Ric Flair was out there, Jeff Hardy was out there, The Godfather was out there, Hawk and Pig were out there, Rikishi was out there, Mick Foley was out there, Kane was out there. I was wondering the entire time, where's Kane? Where's Kane? Kane was out there tonight for his brother, The Undertaker. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So then, we saw a beautiful beautiful 4-minute video package. Everything highlighting the career of The Undertaker. It had everything from the 1998 Mankind Hell in a Cell match, from the end of an era, which is my favorite Undertaker match of all time, from the WrestleMania 25 match with Shawn Michaels, to the Boneyard match with AJ Styles. It had all of The Undertaker's best moments on there. And then we get in there, and we see the old man, the 75-year-old owner of the company, Vince McMahon, who sounds terrible, looks horrible, he looks very old and wrinkly. He does his little speech about The Undertaker, and then The Undertaker comes out. He walks down in the ring. His entrance takes 7 minutes and 4 seconds. I timed it, folks. I timed it. His entrance takes 7 minutes and 4 seconds. He says, for 30 years, I walked down that aisle and I gave you the most iconic entrance of all time. The most iconic character. And I will remember all of the moments I have had. And now The Undertaker may rest in peace. Then you hear a couple gongs from The Undertaker's theme song. Up on the Titantron is Paul Bearer. Undertaker's on one knee, doing his little Undertaker motion. He walks up to the ring, to the stage. His theme music. Raises up his arm, and he walks off into the sunset. The Undertaker has walked off into the sunset, and The Undertaker has officially retired. Undertaker will undoubtedly go down as one of the greatest of all time. Not just in professional wrestling, but in sports. He will definitely go down as one of the greatest to ever step foot in a professional wrestling ring. And that guy's my childhood. Being born in 2002, my first Undertaker match was WrestleMania 26 against Shawn Michaels, where he retired Shawn Michaels. Yes, I've gone back and seen the 25 match, which was phenomenal. My favorite Undertaker match ever, WrestleMania 28, end of an era. Triple H with Shawn Michaels as the referee. I can't tell you how many times I've watched that match, but that's my favorite Undertaker moment. To all the people that... Now, before we go, I just want to say this one thing. To all the people on social media that I see that are saying, I'm disappointed by the ending. I was expecting more. What did you want? What did you want? Did you really want Bray Wyatt? Now listen. Did I think that The Undertaker was going to be set up for a match here? Yes, because I cannot see Vince McMahon letting The Undertaker retire in front of virtual fans and not having him do one more match for a couple $1 million. But I'm glad I'm wrong. I'm glad I'm wrong because honestly, the guy is 55 years old and he deserves to live in happiness. If he doesn't want to wrestle anymore, he doesn't have to wrestle anymore. He can make his own decisions. And what did you people want? Okay? Did you want Bray Wyatt to come out at the end of the show, give Undertaker a mandible claw, and set up a match for WrestleMania? Do you honestly think that match was going to be good at WrestleMania? No. A match between Bray Wyatt and The Undertaker would be a bad idea. As intriguing as it sounds, past versus future, the match is terrible. That match would be terrible. Bray Wyatt is not the best wrestler on the roster. Bray Wyatt, he's got a great character. Yes, he's got Alexa Bliss with him. But Bray Wyatt is not that good in the ring. I'm sorry. He's not. I am a huge Bray Wyatt fan, but I'm openly admitting he's not that good of a wrestler, as a lot of people think he is. That match with AJ is one of the best to do it, man. He really is. And the match with AJ and the Boneyard match was 100% the right way to end his career. And then we got this moment tonight. And honestly, how can you be disappointed about this? It's The Undertaker. He gives you chills every time. And he's happy now. Now he's happy, and that's all that matters. That's all I got for you guys tonight. The overall Survivor Series 2020, was not excited for it at all. But at the end of the night, it was a very good show. It was a very good show. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm wrapping up the Survivor Series review here for you tonight. Thank you for watching the review tonight for Survivor Series. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got some great content coming up for you for your Thanksgiving week next week. It's going to be a good week here on the channel. Comment down below. What did you think about Survivor Series 2020? What were your ups and your downs? What did you think about it? What was your favorite match of the night? What did you think about The Undertaker? Hit that like button if you like what I had to say in this video. And follow me on Twitter at comment_Joseph. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. I might or might not be here before Raw tomorrow night. I might make a reaction video to the Dolphins' loss to the Broncos game, but it all depends about schoolwork and if I have time or not, but we will just see. But if not, I will see you guys tomorrow night for the Raw review right here on the channel. Have a good night and stay safe.